everybody. It's Rita Rosenpoli again, back with the collection of the Temple Judea Museum. And today I have my helpers with me, my granddaughters, Atara and Eden Saunders, with whom I'm self-isolated. So it's really a benefit to be able to have their talent with me today to help out. So today I thought I would talk to you about how our collection fits in with our exhibition plan. So in the exhibitions, we show objects. And an object is a way to tell a story. But it's really interesting for me and fascinating that I can use one object to tell many different stories. So one object can lead to a whole series of exhibitions. And I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about that today and show you exactly how one object can fit into 6 different completely exhibitions. So this is our object today. And it's an historic Passover Haggadah. So beautifully polychrome. And let's, Tar, would you open the first page for me? Okay. So our first story starts with the history of this Haggadah. As you know, a Passover Haggadah is the book that we use to tell the story of Passover, of the Exodus from Egypt at the Passover Seder dinner. And this one was a gift that was given by a school in Vienna. It was a Talmud Torah in Vienna, and it was given in 1928 to Violet Pataki and Mr. Bernard Sherman on the occasion of their engagement. So someone had made a donation to this Talmud Torah in honor of this engagement, and the Haggadah was sent as a gift to this young couple. So that's our first story, because this gift to Miss Pataki and Mr. Sherman was given to us by their daughter, Estelle Steinberg and David Steinberg. And the Steinbergs gave us many, many different gifts, wonderful gifts to the collection. So I thought I'd start off showing you other gifts to the collection given to us by other donors. And I could do an entire exhibition about gifts to the collection. This was given to us, it's a little bit falling apart, by Norman Brody. And it's so unique. It's from the early days of the State of Israel, and it's a clock, and it's made in the style we call Pal Bell. This is a wonderful modern tzedakah box for the collection of funds for charity. And it was given to us by the Kramer family, who commissioned it from artist Aryeh Ophir in memory of their father. This is a brand new gift just given to us, part of a large collection all about Jewish camping. I'm so excited. It's an extensive gift. It's going to be the subject of an exhibition about Jewish camping, and it was given to us by Ann and Dick Brown, our congregants, who spent a lifetime at Camp Akiba. So that's one exhibition, donors to the collection. Another gift would be tzedakah, because this Haggadah was given because of an act of tzedakah. So just as this tzedakah box was a gift to our collection and talks about the act of righteous giving of charity, we have a number of other wonderful collection of tzedakah boxes in our collection, and that could be a whole other exhibition. I especially like this one because it represents the old style from Israel, and even before the State of Israel, the land of Palestine, and what we call the Bezalel style. And you can see all these familiar scenes from Israel. And this one, of course, the JNF, Jewish National Fund, planting trees in Israel. But this was a gift in celebration of an engagement and a wedding. So it could be part of an exhibition about Jewish weddings. So for that, I have here some objects from our wedding collection, and this is a ceremonial wedding ring that was owned by synagogues in Eastern Europe and would be used by each couple during the wedding ceremony. And the house can be interpreted as a house in Israel. There are all kinds of different interpretations, but these rings are really spectacular. Also, we have in our collection this wedding Bible. And look how special it was to receive a Bible for your wedding. It came in its own wooden case. Inside of it is a plastic case. Inside of it is the monogram Bible. And this Bible was signed by Rabbi Joseph Krauskopf, who was the rabbi at KI at the time that this Bible was a wedding gift. Now, something really interesting. This gift was given in 1928. 1928 is right before, a few years before the Holocaust. And we know what happened in the Holocaust. Jewish books were burned, as well as people being destroyed and killed. I could put this into an exhibition about books and the Holocaust. And over here, I have two books that reflect upon the Holocaust and book burnings and the destruction of the 6 million. This is by artist Doug Bube, and it's called the Purge, the Nazi Seas of Power. And you can see how directly it reflects upon and comments upon the book burnings of the destruction of Jewish books. Because this book was sent to America, it was not destroyed. This is by artist Robin Amy Silberberg, and it's a allusion and a reference to books, and it is called The Steps, and it's about Mauthausen, which was a death camp where the Jewish prisoners had to walk up and down these stone quarry steps carrying 600-pound blocks of stone, and often just died and fell off the steps to their death, and they were called the Steps of Death. So you see that a Passover Haggadah from 1928 can lead us so many different ways. But let's back up. You want to turn the page, Atara? Thank you. Because it is a Passover Haggadah. So we could do an exhibition about Passover. And I could show objects such as this Elijah's cup, which would be used in this ceremony, or this wonderful Seder plate, which is from England, and it's Spode china, and I just think it's a beautiful traditional Seder plate. Now, this Haggadah, not yet, okay. In fact, I want to go back to the other page. Okay, can we go back one page? Yeah. Oh, it's a little hard. Okay. Okay. As I told you earlier, this Haggadah was sponsored by the Talmud Torah in Vienna. So I could do a whole entire exhibition using just sponsored Haggadahs, sponsored Haggadot. And I got out just 4 of them from our collection. We have many. And they're sort of fun. Who would believe that El Al Airlines produced its own Haggadah? But they did. And we have it in our collection. This one, this hardback book Haggadah, is from the Tel Aviv Hilton, which I would think, they have their own Passover Seders each year. And I sort of feel that they never felt that this Haggadah would leave the hotel. And I think a guest probably took it with them when they left. And I think this came to us from Bernard Fisher, one of our longtime wonderful congregants who, when he visited Israel, took everything home with him that wasn't nailed down. And we have it all now. This is another sponsored Haggadah that's sort of fun. It's the third Seder, which some organizations have, commemorating Israel's second 25 years, New Realities in Zionism, in 1974, sponsored by the Labor Zionist Alliance of Chicago. And we all remember Maxwell House coffee Haggadahs, but how many of you remember them going back to 1937? We have an entire collection of Maxwell House coffee Haggadahs, but I really like this one because it's so old. All right, can we turn to the other page now? Gotcha, okay. So another type of exhibition I could do using this Haggadah as a centerpiece is an exhibition about illustrated books. We have a wonderful collection of illustrated books. This one, by artist, I forget his name, Hugo Steiner Prague. And it's, I got it? Okay, and these are all leaves. Didn't come apart. These are like portfolio leaves. And this is one of the illustrations. Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Yom Tov. So this is a panel that celebrates a holiday and is the prayer for lighting candles during a holiday. But each of these is just really, really gorgeous. This is a book by the famous Israeli artist Ze'ev Rabban, who was, around the turn of the last century, one of the most famous artists and illustrators in the land of Israel. He taught at the Bezalel School, and his works are highly, highly prized. We have a few of his books, and we're just really lucky to have them. They're very frail. The work is very gorgeous, and this would also be the centerpiece of an exhibition about illustrated books. So that's it for today. Come back next time when we'll take another tour through the museum collection. Thank you, Eden and Atara.